You ready for this?
You know, James Baldwin's never been adapted into a feature film in the U.S. And to be honest, African-American authors just haven't been adapted at the same rate as their peers in the U.S. And so when something like a Moonlight happens, when you win Best Picture, you kind of like, you can cash in your own check. And it's like, what do I do with this power, with this access? And one of my bucket list was always to adapt my favorite author, which is James Baldwin. So I thought, yeah, I think it's time to make Beale Street.
We are drinking to new life. Tish gonna have Fonny's baby.
The film is about love and injustice, but it deals with so many different kinds of love. You know, it deals with romantic love. It deals with the love that parents have for their children. It deals with a sort of divine, unconditional love.
That child was born of sin. That child is your grandchild. What difference does it make how it gets here?
I just felt like in the hands of this auteur, this artist, this mind, the words of Baldwin would be safe, they would be honored, you know, because it was such a honest adaptation. It honored James Baldwin's work. To me, Barry found the way to squeeze the love out of the book even more.
I read the book and I read the script, and Barry has these amazing kind of early instincts for what he's imagining the sound world to be, but the score is its own kind of animal in a way. And I think, you know, Barry's first instincts were, he said he was feeling the sound of brass and horns. And so I went on this kind of exploration where I started, you know, experimenting with trumpets and flugelhorns and French horns and cornet. I said, what if I take the cellos that are playing the moment that Tish and Fonny are first starting to make love, and I take those cellos and I bend them and I harm the sound and I distort it, and it starts to sound almost like this kind of hellish rumbling sound. And so Barry immediately says, how do you break the sound? Let's break the sound. And so for us, this distortion became a metaphor for what was happening in the film, which is the love is being harmed by the world, and that is the sound of injustice.
Don't panic now.
I feel like these characters, not just like a young black girl or two young black people in love, but Tish and Fonny's story has not been told cinematically. And because it hasn't, their trauma has virtue. You know, it is worth telling.
Kiki and Stefan, they were partners in this. They came into this realizing the responsibility that they had, and they leaned on each other.
It's just about, here's trauma, it's a very real trauma, and let's just present it in a way that is authentic and respectful and empathetic of all the characters involved.